Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Ishita and today I'll be doing a beautiful tutorial on how to make this cactus step by step. So guys, if you're new to my channel, I make step-by-step tutorials which are beginner friendly every week. So do consider subscribing and hitting the bell icon so that you get notified for all the uploads. So today I am taking 180 GSM watercolor paper, with that my favorite palette and my favorite brushes, that includes a mop brush and a Princeton long round brush. So to begin, let's quickly sketch out our cactus. So the sketching is now done, and today we will be using few different green shades that include phthalo green, that includes olive green, gold green, and I have two more greens. So you will be using mix of colors. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm taking phthalo green, and on wet I am applying the first layer. Now with a clean wet brush, I'm lifting some colors so that I can get one side dark and one side light. And here I'm mixing phthalo green with some black to make the eyes for these thorns. Let's leave a gap and paint the next one. Here as well, one side would be light, the other side would be green. And I'll be using phthalo green with some lime green on the other side. So here I darkened my thorn eye and I'm applying some water so that it bleeds into each other beautifully, and as two sides are dry, I will be painting the rest of the two sides. So again, one side would be light green, one side would be dark green. And guys, this is just our first layer. After drying up, these colors are likely to lighten up. If that happens, we'll be applying more layers. So here my first layer dried up, which was very light, so I'm applying one more layer. So what I have done is I've applied one side with color and the other side I'm just cleaning my brush with some clear water and just swiping it through. So this is how we have the two sides, and with a clean wet brush I'm lifting up the colors that are joining these two sides. And here I'm applying some lime green color at the center, and let's intensify further. So this is going to be my second layer, and after drying up we'll see how dark this gets. So our first cactus is now almost done. Let's go ahead and start painting our second cactus. So for the second cactus, I am applying some gold green, and this is again wet on wet. And with a very light hand, I will be applying the phthalo green, and I'll make some partition once it gets dry. So guys, our main focus is the very first big cactus. So we will leave the other cactus at a very watery stage. And now for dividing it with gold green, I'm just making the lines. At this point, I decided to apply the third layer too because it was pretty light and I wanted it to be more intense. So I just applied some dark green and lightened it up as previously we did. And same goes for the second cactus. So guys, this painting took me about 30 minutes to do. It was a long painting as there are more elements in it. So take your time, don't rush. Now you know how to layer it up one by one. So depending upon the colors you are using, I'm using a student grade palette because that is what I have. If you have a professional grade palette, you might need less number of layers. So go as per what you have. And for the flowers, wet on wet, I'm applying clean water. With that, I'm applying the rose madder color, and I will be mixing some oranges too. So our prime focus is the cactus and not the flower. So I will leave this flower in a pretty dreamy state, which was not very, it will not be very outlined. So it will be very loose in terms of a flower. So the flower will be pretty flowy and loose. I wanted to make it more loose, but then I was pretty happy with how it turned out. So everything is wet on wet. And for the center, I'm using just black color. And we will be again highlighting the center after the first layer gets dry. So I will leave the flower as it is, and now with a white gel pen, I am just coloring the eye of the thorns for both our cactus. And now with the number 0 brush, I'm just making the thorns with black color. And here comes my favorite part, to do the background. So my main cactus is dry. Now I'm applying water generously around the cactus and the flower with a big mop brush. And please make sure you don't go over the thorns, else it will start to bleed. So be careful at this step. And I'm taking the phthalo green again, and I will quickly dissolve that into the surroundings. And I'm doing some splatters. These will be wet on wet too because I wanted it to dissolve in the background, and I'm just doing the same with the pink color. So this is how beautiful this will look, guys. I will also be using some more orange color so that I can put it around the flower. And I forgot to outline my little cactus, so I'm outlining it with gold green color now. So here is my orange color around the petals, so as to give it a very loose feel. And as I said earlier, we will finish off the flower with the center, and I'm applying some black directly, wet on dry. So the flower is completely done, and this is how our cactus looks. So guys, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I hope you learned heaps about how to make this, and I hope you like this tutorial. If you do, kindly hit the like button and do not forget to subscribe to my channel and following me by clicking on the bell icon so that you get notified for all the uploads. So do connect with me on Easy Paintings by Ishita on Instagram, guys. I will be waiting to see you all there. Thank you very much for watching then. You will have a lovely day. Bye-bye.